Welcome, guys, to this awesome YouTube channel where we talk about opportunities abroad with official underscore positive vibes or Engineer JMK or Engineer John Mwangi, who is me. And in today's awesome session, we are going to talk about the pathways that can take all of us to Luxembourg. And Luxembourg is one of the awesome countries that I love to talk about. It's a small but awesome country that is found in Europe, and there are so many reasons as to why all of us should actually think about moving to Luxembourg in 2023. And I'm looking forward to interacting with you guys. And these ones are some of the reasons as to why most people should actually move to Luxembourg, if not all of us. And these ones are just the main reasons, but not the only reasons to move to Luxembourg. So, Luxembourg is a very developed nation. And by me saying that Luxembourg is a developed nation is because Luxembourg has an awesome and offers a high basic salary. Okay, they pay quite well. Of course, they have an attractive employment market where you can find jobs even if you're from outside Luxembourg. Okay, and they also provide an advanced healthcare system which is also free to the locals or to the people who are actually citizens in Luxembourg, and are also subsidized. They offer subsidized depending on if you are a native citizen in Luxembourg, and they also provide an efficient transport system that is quite advanced. And did I even say that transport, uh, public transport in Luxembourg is absolutely free? I'm sure most of us maybe did not know that. They also offer a fertile business environment. Even if you're from outside, you can actually start a business in Luxembourg in as much as you're from outside or you are a foreigner, either from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, Botswana, Nigeria, Ghana, and I'm sure all of you are watching me from all those awesome countries and also from outside. And I'm looking forward to actually assisting some of you guys secure jobs in Luxembourg. Okay, so another reason is the fact that Luxembourg is a multilingual country. They have three or four languages that are actually spoken in Luxembourg. They have their own native language or their own language, which is known as Luxembourgish, and they also speak French and German and also English. Okay, so the multilingualism can also be a pro or a con depending on which side you are in terms of your language proficiency. If you speak one language, maybe English, remember it might be a pro, it might be a con, and remember you have to put in some work in trying to learn French and German for you to actually fit in Luxembourg. Okay. Basically, they also have an awesome education system model that focuses on the latest technology in terms of the education system. It's also comprehensive, and Luxembourg is an awesome nation to actually live in because it's also in a strategic location where you can move to other European countries, either Belgium, Germany, France, and it's also an awesome country because it offers an easy naturalization process. Okay, and it's an awesome country for people to work, start a business, and live in. Okay, and another awesome reasons as to why to move to Luxembourg is also because Luxembourg has an awesome work-life balance. The Luxembourg government protects people from overworking themselves or extending beyond the work hours, and also ensures that employers actually pay people who work overtime. And Luxembourg is an awesome country because it has a very low crime rate, and this makes it a very safe country to stay, live, and work. Okay, so One of the biggest downsides to us moving to Luxembourg is that it's an expensive country to live in, and that can be also uh, down. That can be a downside because nobody, I'm sure, most of us really want to move to countries where the lifestyle is actually not expensive, but at the moment, life is expensive, but to counter this element of Luxembourg being an expensive country to live in is that they offer high salaries. So it is actually something that is bearable. Okay, so Luxembourg is an awesome country to live in, work, and start even business. Okay, so without further ado, I would really like us to focus also on the job search engines that we can use to find jobs in Luxembourg and also apply for jobs in Luxembourg. And one of the biggest uh, job search engines is jobs.lu. Okay. The beauty about this respective website is that jobs.lu actually has so many jobs that you can apply for in so many categories, be it in the healthcare, okay, be it in the accounting, finance, and insurance field, be it in the administrative services, architecture and design, construction, customer service, engineering, healthcare. There are so many jobs that you can apply for in jobs.lu. Okay, so there are so many websites, there are so many categories that you can apply for, especially if you actually know how to navigate the website, and that is one of the biggest advantages of using jobs.lu. And you need to basically also go and find all the jobs that have been posted, and there are over thousands of jobs that are available. For example, I can see that in the accountancy or finance category there are 358 jobs. In the fitness and leisure, there are 4 jobs. In freelance category, there are 10 jobs. In warehouse logistics and shipping, there are 50 jobs. In the investments funds, there are 138 jobs. In the secretarial, admin, or cleric jobs, there are 200 jobs. And in the HR or recruitment category, there are 75 jobs. You can choose even a location. For example, in Luxembourg itself, there are 1,636 jobs. In the Belgian province of Luxembourg, 240 jobs. In also in France in Lorraine, 249 jobs. You can be able to find even the English speaking jobs that are available in the website jobs.lu. Sorry, basically for English speaking jobs, it's en.jobs.lu. You can find out that they have over 17 jobs that have been posted there, and you can be able to apply for them. And it also offers a place or a tab where you can find the respective employers or the respective recruitment agencies. For example, Active Solutions, Activate, Dexter International, Eurolux Consulting, Greenfield, Hayes, Interactive, Lancelot Recruitment. Michael Page is one of the biggest. Randstad, Robert Half, those are some of the biggest recruitment agencies in the world. Select Luxembourg, those are also some of the other recruitment agencies that you can find in jobs.lu. Another website, and which is one of my favorite and among the best also, is moviejob.com. Moviejob.com. Basically, in moviejob, they have so many jobs that are available. Remember, it's a matter of you to go and find the jobs available in their website, because they have 5,868 jobs that are available in the website. And remember, all these websites, some of the jobs are not in English. Remember, when you actually click on the website, because I'll leave the website in the description of this video, please go and translate the page to English if you do not understand either French or German. Okay, in the permanent contract category, they have 3,665 jobs. When you exclude the recruitment agencies, there are 3,017 jobs. Those ones are the direct jobs. Okay, home office possibilities. Basically, if you're looking for a remote job, there are 287 jobs. Remember, you also have to filter the jobs basically to fit the languages that you can actually speak. For example, if you speak English, there are 1,340 jobs that you can be able to apply for. The education level, the experience, the type of contract. Remember, all these are categories that you have to go and filter in your job search so that you can be able to find the jobs that you can apply for. Okay, this one is an awesome tip that most people actually forget. Okay, and there are so many jobs. I've actually said for English speaking jobs, there are 1,340. All those jobs can be available to you if you just visit moviejob.com or en.moviejob.com. That's an awesome website where you can even find the recruitment agencies that are available in Luxembourg, and they can be able to assist you in your immigration journey. Okay, basically, that's an awesome website. And they also have events, guys. Remember, they have events, they have virtual recruitment, they have internships and young graduate fairs that you can actually visit either virtually or also one-on-one. Basically, you have to be in Luxembourg for the one-on-one recruitment or the graduates fair that you can attend. But if they have the virtual one, you can attend virtually or online so that you can be able to learn a few tips also in terms of how to apply for jobs in Luxembourg. Okay, another website is jobfinder.lu. Jobfinder.lu, they have so many categories also. They also have entry level jobs that are available, and they also have, for example, the categories of jobs. For example, associations and volunteering, they have 69 jobs. Building and construction, 36 jobs. And you can be able also to translate the page because the page is actually in French. You can be able to translate the page from French to English so that you can be able to read through the jobs descriptions and also apply for the jobs themselves. There is also another awesome website known as efinancialcareers.lu. efinancialcareers.lu. Basically, if you are in the banking, finance, and tech field, they have 14,992 jobs for the people in the banking, finance, and tech field. And basically, this website also, you have to go and translate the page from either French or German to English so that you can be able to apply for the jobs in the respective website. Another website is also totaljobs.com. Remember, for totaljobs.com, you have to go and change the location to Luxembourg and increase the radius to either 30 miles radius so that you can be able to find the jobs that are available in Luxembourg. And one of the other favorite websites is ictjob.lu. ictjob.lu. Basically, if you are in the ICT field, you can be able to find jobs that are available in the IT field. If you are a .NET developer, a Java developer, Python developer, Shell, SQL. If you are in the systems, for example, Linux developer, network developer, cybersecurity, and if you can use other tools and competencies, for example, Agile, this is the website for you to find ICT jobs that are available in Luxembourg. Remember also, another awesome website is medination.lu. Okay, medination.lu. That's an awesome website where you can find all the employers that are available in Luxembourg and also all the jobs in the healthcare and social care industry in Luxembourg. And you can only find these quality websites in this awesome channel. That is why you need to keep it locked and I'll also be sharing some of the tips that can assist you in terms of your application journey so that you can get these jobs that are available. Okay, so basically, guys, those ones are some of the biggest and most important job search engines that you can use. I'll also not be talking about the most common ones like Indeed, Seek, Monster Jobs, and also LinkedIn, because those ones have been talked about by other YouTubers and it's something that most of you actually know. Here we focus on the content that is actually not being uh, that has actually not received so much attention, and you can only find it here at Pathways Abroad with official underscore positive vibes. So, how can you secure a job in Luxembourg? This is a very awesome topic that I'd love us to discuss. Basically, number one, most employers usually ask for your CV and your cover letter. Number one, your CV and your cover letter. In your CV, remember your CV format dictates a lot. Your CV has to be in the modern format, it has to be ATS compliant, and basically, ATS compliant just means you have tailor made your CV to fit the job description of that respective employer. And what does this also mean? There is no general CV that can be uploaded to suit various other types of employers. Okay, so you have to tailor make your CV to fit a certain job description. Okay, then you check the job requirements and the qualifications carefully to assess if you actually meet all the job requirements and qualifications. Then, after drafting your CV and after you've checked the job requirements and qualifications, you draft your cover letter, you draft your CV. Your CV, after finishing drafting your ATS compliant CV, and it's in the modern format and also in the Luxembourg format, modern Luxembourg format, then you go ahead and draft your cover letter that should be modern and should have quantifiable achievements. For example, you need to say you have a success rate of 100% completing a project in time and within the stipulated budget. That's an awesome achievement that is quantifiable. The 100% ensures that the achievement is quantifiable. And then you provide all the information or document asked. Sorry. I know most of us usually are tempted to provide extra information that is unnecessary, and this one is a con. Okay, this one is a con, and this one is something that we really need to stop. If an employer just asks for your CV and cover letter, please ensure that you've sent just your CV and cover letter only. Okay, and I'm looking forward to getting positive reviews from you guys. And I have given you so much content in terms of how to apply for a job and how to secure a job in Luxembourg. Please remember that one is something else. Then, this is another tip I'm actually going to give you guys. Okay, in your CV, ensure that you've indicated the languages that you are fluent in. For example, if your French is basic, just write French A1 level, German A2 level, B1 level, B2, C1, C2, depending on which level your German is. If your English is if you're a native English speaker, just write English native speaking, and other languages that you speak uh, that are quite essential for the job. Remember, if you indicate that you speak Swahili, you speak Yoruba in your CV, basically that one is not actually going to add a weight to your CV. You'll just be wasting time and also making it difficult for the employer to actually employ you. Okay, please indicate and give information that is important and is actually going to ensure that you put your best foot forward. Okay, and another tip to give to all of you is that you should never lose hope, since there are so many opportunities out there. And remember, you have to keep on knocking and knocking until the door opens. Okay, so if you want to give up, remember there's a story of a very famous person a very famous person that maybe most of you do not know about, or most of you know about, Colonel Sanders, Harland Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken or KFC. I'm sure most of you have ever heard on Sumter's KFC chicken or KFC chips, okay? And maybe you do not know the story behind the founder of KFC. But the story of the founder of KFC, Colonel Harland Sanders, is a story of somebody who was given lemonade or given lemons and actually made lemonade. Okay? Basically, they faced so many challenges in life, rejection, disappointment, but they did not give up because the end goal is success. And during that time, Colonel Sanders was able to actually